Hi there crafters, it's Louise here and thank you for popping in and checking out this video. It is September 17th and it is the Scraptember prompt of hearts. Now I pulled this Simple Stories collection because it's very much about sort of love and I could not find a photo to go with it. So I ended up going with this photo of my boys with our first ginger cat squirrel because they just love her. Now, I am pretty old school in that instead of pulling out my Silhouette Cameo and getting it to cut a heart for me, I prefer to sketch my own heart, cut a template, and then cut my papers to match. Now, I had an idea that I wanted to have different sized hearts sort of behind this main, what looks like a half cut heart. And you can see I'm going to cut around sort of that bigger one and have that heart poke out of the side there. And I do like the way this starts to look. Apologies here as I'm trying to find my distress tool. It had run away. But I get this down on the page. So after I distress the edges of both hearts, which is actually trickier than I remember. I don't know if I just haven't done rounded edges for a while or what, but yeah, I did have a bit of trouble with the rounded edges with my distressing. Anyway, moving on. Once I get the heart down, I actually kind of look at it and it's still, it doesn't really work. Like it's an okay base, but it's not exactly what I had envisioned for my mind when I was putting this layout together. So I stop and think about it for a little while. So I put this initial heart down and again, I haven't embellished around my photo. And I think probably the biggest issue that I had with this particular layout was actually that I didn't think the photo quite matched the collection. So whether it be the colors or the subject, I don't know. But you'll see as I put this together, it sort of does eventuate and it becomes more of the style of layout that I consider myself as creating. So I look at it, I have a play, do I want to put a frame on here? I audition a few pieces and I do like the frame, but I think it does get a little bit lost in the patterned background. So this particular Simple Stories collection actually came with so many embellishments, like little ephemera pieces, big ephemera pieces, background pieces. It had a thicker sheet, it had a sticker book, it had a sticker sheet. It was just, there were so many choices. So it does feel a bit overwhelming to try and pick what it is that I want. But it gives you a lot of options too, which is always nice when we're crafting. All right, this is the point where I've actually put the layout aside and thought about it for a little while and come back to it again. And it's where I pull out my Art by Marlene glitter pens. Now, I love glitter. I think glitter on layouts is fantastic. It gives such an effect that is very unique, but I just hate glitter. So anything that's already pre-glittered for me, it's a win in my book. So these particular pens, even though they clog up, I absolutely love them. I think they are just, they're fabulous. You can see the little sparkle, like there's a black glitter one. So I've used that over the pink, which helps that to pop. There's also the more of a silver kind of glitter, which I've used over the black again to give that sort of heart theme across the layout. All right, so I've pulled any heart embellishments, and this is actually probably more embellishments than I would ever put on a layout. It seems like a lot, and I kind of just keep adding them and thinking, okay, let's add some more. Can I add more? Is this still too many? But no, I end up adding them. I just keep going, and I think that this definitely turned into the type of layout that I really would be happy to pull out of the album. So thoroughly enjoyed that. Adding a few little stickers, bits and pieces, nothing too technical or exciting, but that is my heart layout. I thank you so much for watching.